She in the mirror like a Showtime, the Apollo. Catch up the phone, now I pull up in the Tahoe. Thought it's boring, I ain't calling unless she swallow. She don't listen, I ain't tripping, she don't follow. Got another wetty swerving on the potholes. Got another thought, he thinks she hit the lotto. She pop a perky, then she chase it with Moscato. This bitch is bad, she fucking all the drug dealers. I took his bitch and then I took his plug, nigga. Have her back, I'm getting to the bag, nigga. Bust in your house, I'm running through your stash, nigga. On the grand, flashing all that cash, nigga. Part in my back, I'm counting all these stacks, nigga. Gucci duffel Louis on my ass, nigga. Hennessy and TNT, we blast, nigga. Ferragamo on my chest, I'm looking right, baby. She wanna link, I'm only out here for the night, baby. In Puerto Rico, Casamigos with the Sprite, baby. She wanna fuck with the scammers, talk to me nice, baby. She hit the bottle and the hoe just wobble wobble. Just thought he fucking for a fight, the cobble wobble. African swing, he ain't spin, hit the throttle. She wanna fuck with the gangsters, talk to me nice, baby. This whole insect, she fucking on the damn crew. Coming out of sock, she lost her damn shoe. Her friend is poppin', she ain't got no damn clue. Rollin' O's and weed and smoking bamboo. Smoking gelato when the Tahoe smell the fucking jar. She wanna ride with me cause we look like some movie stars. This thotty moving faster than a speeding car. Coming through the door with no panties on. Poppin' Molly's and you know she took a Zanny bar. Talking about a Mazda is a family car. I hit her with a curve, then the coup de grace. Zillow games, I'm shaking up the dice, baby. She wanna stay with me so we can make the night, baby. She wanna be with me so I can lay the pipe, baby. I'm only out here for the night, baby. I'm only out here for the night, baby. Ferragamo on my chest, I'm looking right, baby. She wanna link, I'm only out here for the night, baby. In Puerto Rico, Casamigos with the Sprite, baby. She wanna fuck with the scammers, talk to me nice, baby. She hit the bottle and the hoe just wobble wobble. Just thought he fucking for a fight, the cobble wobble. African swing, he ain't spin, hit the throttle. She wanna fuck with the gangsters, talk to me nice, baby.
Welcome to the check-in report in the building. I'm not your homie, I'm the one and only Macaroni. Welcome to the check-in report. We got a lot of topics to talk about tonight. We got to talk about Drake versus Hot 97 or former Hot 97 after they kicked Ebro on his keister during the holiday seasons. We also got to talk about Bobby Shmurda catching a universal beatdown by some white YNs in Minnesota. We got some other things to discuss. But the first topic today, we got to talk about Drake and Ebro. Drake is going in right now. Listen, Drake, let me just put this out onto the table. Drake is on a winning streak. All of his ops is catching L's. First it was DJ Head and Elliot. They lost their podcast. They got kicked on their keister because the boy ain't dropping no music. They don't got nobody to hate on. And now Ebro and his radio show, they got kicked on their keister because they ain't got nobody to talk about. So now Drake is on a winning streak. So he's going in. He put an axe. He put an axe in one of the. Do I have that axe? Let me see if I have the axe where Drake put an axe. They were talking about how Ebro got fired and he put an axe in the comment section. And as he should. Listen, man, these dudes been hating on. Let's play some of the videos of Ebro just hating on Drake, like hating on him for no reason. Let's play one of his videos.
Drake is not that important.
Like, keep in mind, this is a person. He starts off by saying that Drake is not that important. Drake is the most streamed. He's the most talked about. He's the one that, no matter what you say about Drake, no matter what you feel about Drake, everybody has to use him for content. So it's kind of crazy to say that he's not that important, but everybody's using him for content. Think about it. Kendrick, he used him for content to further his career. Future and Metro, they used Drake to further their careers, and they put out two albums dissing Drake. You got all these different platforms, Ebro, DJ Head. We could throw Joe Budden in there. All of them using Drake for content. Everybody's using this man for. I've seen channels of them just dissecting Drake and dissing Drake. Everybody is dissecting Drake, looking at Drake for content. But you're telling me he's not the most important. People are not talking about Kendrick in that light. Are they? I don't hear breakdown. Salute to Vent. I see Vent is in the building. Salute to Vent. I don't see people breaking down nothing Kendrick is doing. Nobody cares what Kendrick is doing. He's somewhere, probably smoking a peace pipe. Let's continue though.
Kendrick, the reason Drake's in this is because he is a sickness in the game.
You called the man a sickness. He's a sickness for making records about falling in love or falling out of love. He's a sickness because he raps about diamonds and taking girls shopping and things. He's a sickness because of that. Keep in mind, these are the same people who bloviated Jay-Z's career for over a decade. Jay-Z was rapping about selling crack to pregnant mothers, whipping wood grain, Rolls Royces, and they bigged him up. They gave Jay-Z the crown in New York for selling crack to pregnant mothers and whipping wood grain, Rolls Royces. But Drake can't make a record about simping for a hoe. Make it make sense. And then here comes Kendrick on his moral high horse, and you think he's God Almighty. It's crazy.
It could have been any artist. What Drake
It couldn't have been any other artist because nobody cares about these other artists. You don't care about any of these other high artists. You don't care about them. Drake is the target because he's at the top of the mountain. No matter what nobody says, Drake is at the top of the mountain. So all of you have been using him for content. Let's continue.
Represents. We've been saying this for months. Drake is not that.
You're not that important. That's why you lost your job, man. That's why you lost your job. But so he been hating on Drake. So after Drake found out that he lost his job, if you don't know, Ebro lost his job. He's blaming Netanyahu. He's blaming Trumpsters. He's blaming everybody but himself. Everybody, we looked at the views. Let's look at the views. Keep in mind, look at the views for Ebro in the morning. And no disrespect. Listen, man. No disrespect. I'm a small channel, but Hot 97 has over 3 million subscribers. Look at these views for Ebro in the morning. Ebro, this is why your show got canceled. I'm just keeping it real. No disrespect. I mean, Act pointed this out, and I have to bring it to light as well. The reason your show got canceled is because look at the rate. Look at the views. Stephen A. Smith. You talk about Stephen A. Smith. You only got 7,000 views. You talked about the Michigan coach that got arrested. That's only 2,000 views. These are major topics. The Diddy doc. You got 15K. You finally hit some double digits. You had Votto up there spitting the freestyle. That was 7,000. You did a whole Trump rant. That was only 3,000. There's a lot of videos where you guys haven't been, making any views. And then when we're comparing you to the Breakfast Club, they're knocking you guys out of the water. That's why you lost your job, Ebro. It's not because of Netanyahu and all these other people. So after, he went on his whole rant about Netanyahu and Trump is the reason why he lost his job, Drake went in his DMs where they were going back and forth, And Drake put DIE slow, and he called him the P word. We got something for you. Drake is not happy with these clowns. And some people may say, yo, Drake is doing too much, but you got to be honest, man. These dudes, when dudes have made a living, an honest living, off of eating off of your table, kicking your back in constantly, wouldn't you feel similar to Drake? I mean, I would. If somebody made a living off of kicking my back in and time out. I mean, and that's essentially what Ebro did. He was kicking his back in. The battle had been well over. Everybody made their money. Everybody talked about what happened during the battle. The battle had been well over. These guys were still kicking his back in 2 months later. Calling him a sickness, calling him a cancer to hip hop, calling him the worst, calling him pretty much not important, a sickness to hip hop, all of these just negative things, just clowning him, getting on him. Drake said, yo, enough is enough. I'm tired of these clowns. These guys, how many times are these guys going to eat off my table talking about me? These guys can't survive whether they talk about. They have to talk about me to survive. They got to talk about me to make content. Keeping it real. So Drake pretty much clapped him. And listen, like I said, I'm on Drake's side with this. Enough is enough. Like, these guys are clowns. These guys don't have nothing to talk about. Kendrick ain't dropping no new music. Kendrick ain't got nothing going on. So what do? They just pile on Drake. And of course, he talked about it. He talked about it on his garbage show. That keep in mind, this man was on Hot 97. This man was on Hot 97 for 13 years. Didn't think to, and we have to talk about that. He was on Hot 97. These three, and I like Laura Styles, but these three individuals, respectfully, they sat on Hot 97 for 13 years. Nobody thought to, create a brand. Curate it like how the Breakfast Club has, or like Academics has, or like DJ Vlad. Nobody thought to create a brand. Nobody thought to branch off. Nobody thought to invest in themselves. Nobody thought to be an individual and say, I'm going to build my own brand. I'm going to build my own legacy. I'm going to build my own channel. I'm going to build my own network. They just sat around here getting pennies on the dollar from Hot 97. They thought the job meant something. They thought they had power in New York. They thought that their voices matter. That turned out to be untrue. And I need to understand something, Ebro. I need to understand something, because they talked about, there was a post out where somebody had said, I think it was Laura Styles. Laura Styles said they didn't go. Let me see if I can pull up that tweet. Laura Styles' Twitter. She said that they didn't go to the Hot 97, because this is interesting. They didn't go to the Hot 97 building because they said it was roaches and homeless people. Let me see if I can find that tweet. Roaches. I saw it was something about roaches and homeless people is why they didn't show up to the building, to the Hot 97 building to do the show. Let me see if I can find that. I saw something about roaches. Hold on. Laura Styles. Hold on. Roaches. Let's see if I can find it. I couldn't record due to yeah. This is the article. Hold on. Let me just read this article. Laura Styles says Ebro in the Morning didn't record at Hot 97 due to roaches and homeless people. So this was the reason why you guys didn't want to show up to the Hot 97 building. This is why you guys put in a lackluster effort, respectfully, and I like Laura Styles, but this is why Ebro and Peter Rosenberg put in a lackluster effort. That's why they phoned it in. That's why they said, you know what, we're gonna do the show from home. We're gonna do a remote show. You guys were too lazy to show up to your jobs, sit in that building for a few hours, and do the damn morning show. Now, this is my question. What's your excuse now? Now you guys have your own show. You guys are no longer on Hot 97. You guys are no longer you're no longer affiliated. This is their own show. This is their first show with it away from Hot 97. This is no longer a Hot 97 production. No longer a Hot 97 morning show. What's your excuse now? You guys couldn't get in a building together. You guys couldn't find a studio to record your show. You're still doing radio shows and podcasts from home. Why couldn't you guys get in a studio for your first show? I mean, is there, because Ebro, he put out a post, and we're gonna get to what the whole Drake thing, but this bothers me. I don't understand, because you guys are saying that we couldn't record at the Hot 97 facilities because of the homeless people and all this other stuff. But what's your excuse now? Now you're in the Apple building. Now you got a show with Apple. Look, Ebro, he has a show with Apple now. Got the show with Apple. You got the Ebro show. Look, you in the Apple building. Look, you got the show with Apple.
Music One, you've checked into our amazing offices here. So, where if you go on your Apple Music app.
So, Ebro, you got the job at Apple. I mean, you guys, I guess you did some political stuff and got the show, brought the Ebro show to Apple. My thing is this: why couldn't you guys record in the Apple studios? Are there roaches and homeless people at the Apple studio, at the Apple headquarters? Why are you guys still doing shows from home? You guys are still doing shows from home. I don't understand. I would think that after getting fired, after getting kicked on your keister for the holiday season, and respectfully, but I'm just saying what it was. But I would think that, that would probably put some fire, up under you to say, you know what, we can't be doing streams from home no more. We can't be doing that. We can't be phoning it in. We gotta be together in the same studio. We need that chemistry. We need that fire. We need to put effort in the content. That's what I would think. But look like you guys are still phoning it in. But I'm just asking. I don't know. But let's play what they said on here.
Drake DMs Ebro. Die slower, pussy. We got some shit for you. Ebro replies, relax. You're salty about losing to Kendrick. You're not mad at me. Love, bro. No, it's a good response. Honestly, I think it's great. That's a really good response.
He's not mad at me. Why?
And look, they still using Drake for content. You're still using Drake for content. Ebro, you said, hey, man, this is the Trumpster's fault. This is Benjamin Netanyahu. This is the reason why I don't have my job anymore. This is what you said. This was your moment to get on the Apple platform and tell people, salute the FBA. I see FBA is in the building. He says, sup, though. The weather is bad in Minnesota right now. They got the snow boots up Bobby's ass. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Let me get through this Ebro and Hot 97 and Drake thing. But they still using Drake for content. So like I said, you can't get mad at Drake for clapping back at these clowns, respectfully. And I want to take Laura Styles. I like Laura Styles. I'm talking about Ebro and Peter Rosenberg. You can't get mad at Drake saying, you know what? Let me clap at these dudes. Let me lean in on these dudes. These dudes are still trying to make content. After you got kicked on your keister, you're still making content about Drake. Think about it. You're not talking about how great Kendrick is. You're not talking about, wrapping up the year, the best albums. You're not talking about Kendrick's Super Bowl performance and how he had one of the best performances. You're not talking about nobody. The first thing you talk about on your show is Drake. You guys are one-trick ponies. Ebro, why are you not on this show talking about Benjamin Netanyahu? Trumpster. The people who you say supposedly is the reason why you don't have a job. I'm confused. I'm befuddled. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
Why would you be mad at me? Mad at me for what?
No, stop.
Because you called him a sickness. You said he was a sickness. You're a sickness. He's a sickness for making good music. He's a sickness for making girls dance in the club. He's a sickness for making people fall in love, fall out of love, look for love. The majority of Drake's music is about being in love, falling out of love, complicated relationships. He's a sickness for putting love into hip hop. All the drill rappers you play, all the gangster rappers. Oh, think about it. This is the program director for Hot 97. He done played records about black people deleting other black people. He's played records of black people selling drugs to one another. He's played nothing but poison to the black community, but he's hating on the dude who makes love songs for the black community. Implement some love to the community. I mean, I just don't get it. I don't get his point. I don't get his remarks on Drake. It really just comes from a place of this, hating.
Definitely mad at you, and he's been mad at you. Why?
He's 100% mad at you.
Yes.
Why would he send that?
Mad at me for what?
Honestly,
What did I do?
And you surpassed me.
It's the most loose DM he's ever sent you. That's crazy.
No, that's. And by the way, if I were you, I would do what Drake would do. Sue. Feels like a threat.
Ebro ain't got no money. He just lost his job.
Fire!
Ain't got no money. Ain't got no money. Normally, people sue people who got some money. Like if he could sue WQHT, if he could sue Hot 97, maybe that would be worth his while. If he can sue Media Code, maybe that'll be worth his while. He gonna sue. What he gonna get? He gonna sue Ebro for his Hot 97. His what do they call it? He gonna sue Ebro for his severance package. Is Drake gonna sue Ebro for his severance package from Hot 97s? What is he suing Ebro for? He ain't gonna get no money out of that. Jokes. But it's ridiculous. But and I put the title as Drake versus Hot 97 because even Flex said Flex wanted a little piece of this because Flex didn't like what Drake had put under Ebro's comment. We put the axe about him getting his job axed from him. So Flex was like, I'm gonna jump in this as well.
Sure. I know Drake don't like me. But Drake, listen, we saw that little slick shot you took. See, but I know that wasn't just at Ebro, that was at Hot 97 because we comment on you a lot. And we love you, baby. Matter of fact, no, I don't. Drake should be wondering about Kendrick.
Okay. Why should Drake be wondering about Kendrick, Flex? Let me ask that. The year just wrapped up. Drake is still the most streamed. You guys get on your radio show and all you guys talk about is Drake. See, listen, hear me out. Just hear me out. And I know I'm sounding like a Drake stan, but to me, it doesn't make sense. Listen, I understand Kendrick won the battle, unanimous victory. He won the battle. But it just sounds odd to me that the top guy You're telling me he should be worried about Kendrick when you guys get on your radio station. You're not talking about Kendrick. You're talking about Drake. You're talking about what he's doing, what he's eating for breakfast, who he's smashing. If he's working on the Iceman album, if he's not working on it, if he's retired from the game, if he's not, you're not talking, you ain't even worried about what Kendrick is doing. Every month, I'm the most streamed. Every day, I'm the most talked about, but I need to be worried about the person who's coming in second. The guy nobody's talking about. Unless he's talking about me, that's the only time you're talking about him. Doesn't make sense. To me, this doesn't make sense.
Next album, and I say that politely, Drake, because listen, you're a veteran just like all of us. Mm-hmm. It's not that easy anymore. Mm-hmm. Now, these young rappers is touching you. Kendrick definitely touched you up, or should I say he definitely grinded your gear.
Hey, yo. Wow.
For sure. I know Drake don't like me. But Drake, listen.
I wonder
we saw that little slick shot you took. See, but
he said he knows Drake doesn't like him. I think Drake and Flex did have their little. I remember it was something with Hot 97, and I remember Drake had said something about Flex. I know that they had. I know they got their little issues from back in the day. They had their little issues from back in the day. I think that's why he thinks that. But I remember when the lawsuit came out and Flex was actually supporting Drake's claims on. Let me see if I can find that. Funk Flex supports Drake. Yeah, Funk Flex had publicly supported Drake multiple times, particularly late 2024, backing claims about music industry backdoor deals and payola, even declaring Drake the winner of the Kendrick Lamar beef after the push-up. So yeah, I think Flex just trying to get in the algorithm. Flex is just trying to, I guess trying to come in as that resident Drake hater to get some algorithms. I ain't mad at him, man. Flex is a legend. I think he's just trying to hop on the bandwagon in terms of that. And, it is what it is with that. But yeah, in terms of Drake beefing with Hot 97, I mean, listen, Hot 97 is on their last leg limping. Go to Hot 97. Hot 97, listen, they on their last leg, bro. Nobody... listen, and let me just say this. Ebro, he did a number on this station. This used to be, like I said, an incredible station. I mean, I'm talking about the glory days of Hot 97. The glory days of Hot 97. If you remember, for me, the glory days of Hot 97 was Star in the Morning, right? Then after Star in the Morning, you probably hit the Throwback at Noon with Mr. C. After the Throwback at Noon with Mr. C, then you have Angie in the afternoons. After the afternoons, it get a little bit later. Here you got Flex coming through, dropping bombs. And then late after night, you got K-Slade with the Drama Hour. That was the dream team. 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 In recent years, you had a bunch of out-of-towners. Ebro, he's from Oakland. He's not in tune to what's going on in New York. He's an out-of-towner. He's a transplant. He didn't know. And then they elected him to be the programmer, which I thought was just ridiculous. I thought that was just a bad idea. They allowed him to be the programmer to run New York radio. He never cared to give respect to the New York artists. He was late to every trend that came out of New York, whether it was New York drill with Pop Smoke, whether it was A$AP Rocky, whether it was Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, you name it. Every New York artist he was late to. But they allowed him to be the programmer. They allowed him to tell people what was hot and what was not in New York. Then you got Nessa. She's another transplant. She's not from New York. Why did Hot 97 hire all of these people that are not New Yorkers? They don't speak the slang. They don't have the swag of the New Yorkers. Why couldn't you hire a young academics who's from the tri-state area? Why couldn't you hire a young Kai Cenat before he turned into a superstar? Why couldn't you hire Drewski? Why couldn't you hire a Queen's Flip? New York personalities, New York DJs. They kept bringing in all these transplants that nobody cares about. Nobody wants to hear talk about. Clearly nobody's watching. Nobody's in tune to what they're doing. You got Colin Kaepernick's wife. And Hot 97 has been a brand that's been declining. They've been declining for years. That nobody cares about them. The Summer Jam, they stopped doing the Summer Jam. The Summer Jam's over. They went from having Summer Jams at the big stadium in New Jersey where the Giants play. Now they're having them in Long Island. They're having them in where I'm from, in the UBS arena. Where the Islanders play. They went from a stadium, they went from a football stadium to an arena. I think the last one, didn't they have the last one in Presidential? I think they had the last one out in Jersey. So they've been a dying brand for a long time. Nobody cares about Hot 97, but I just want to throw that out there. Let's get to Bobby Shmurda. Let's get to Bobby, who caught a shellacking out there in Minnesota. It get cold in Minnesota now. Listen, and a lot of people get it, and I want to know. A lot of people get it mixed up. Listen, there's real ones. What's Jim Jones? Let me see what Jim Jones talking about real quick. Hold on, I want to see what Jim Jones talking about. Mano made 500 videos. Oh, okay. This is Mano and academics. They at war or whatever. Let's get to Bobby. Bobby caught a beatdown. He caught a universal beatdown. Yeah, Bobby caught a universal beatdown, but it wasn't by a bunch of 5%. It was a bunch of it looked like it was a bunch of white YNs. They put hands and feet on him, shoe prints on his back. I think they took his chain, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. I think they took his chain. Oh, he got into it with security. Hold on, let me see something. Woo. Bobby. He was catching the universal beatdown in there.
Worldwide.
Where's the full video of this? The full video. Where's the full video? Where's the full video of Bobby catching a universal beatdown? Hold on. Is this it? And I didn't know Minnesota give it up like this. I didn't know Minnesota give it up like this. Yeah, man. Listen, I mean, I would assume that Minnesota has white YNs. Listen, YNs are everywhere. They come in every color, every shade. YN, there's Asian YNs, there's black YNs, there's Hispanic YNs. And Bobby just caught a universal beatdown out in Minnesota.
Every day, on my soul. Right? I know you want to smile.
I guess they got into a little argument beforehand. That's when it jumped off. thing is this. See, a lot of people don't realize that Bobby Shmurda, he got away from all his goons. If you realize he don't hang around with Roddy Rebel no more. All of his other dudes, like what are A-Rod and Rasha, all the dudes he named on that song, they locked up right now. And I think Bobby, he's went cold turkey on the gangster life. Yeah, he get on stage and he pop his whole hot nigga routine and all that, but he's not running around with 20 goons like he used to from Brooklyn no more. He's on stage in some booty shorts, twerking, zesty, and getting his money like he should. So I don't think he's rolling like that no more. So that's when he's not rolling like that. And when he's not rolling around with a bunch of goons from Bed-Stuy and Brownsville, and he heads out to Minnesota thinking it's sweet, thinking the white YNs is sweet, they're gonna put some shoe prints on his back. It's just a fact. And it's a universal fact. They're gonna put shoe prints on his back. They're gonna put shoe prints on his back. You thinking the white YNs is sweet? It get cold in Minnesota. They're not playing around with you just because you come from Bed-Stuy, do or die. They don't care about no Brooklyn niggas. See, and that's the thing about, that's the number one thing about New York niggas. And I think that's what happened here. This is my opinion, what I think happened. Because New York niggas, they known to go to different states and think that they like, the illest, flyest niggas on the planet. I've seen it. When I was in Virginia, the niggas from Virginia hated me. They hated my guts. They smelt New York all over me. They said this bitch ass nigga with his Yankee hat think he's somebody. So I've seen it before. Like when New York niggas go to these different places, they pop they ish. They think they're the flyest niggas. They can smash any girl that's in the state. And then when the niggas from the towns, when they think that when there's people from that state, when there's people from that place, and they see you, you fool. And then Bobby, he ain't got no Bed-Stuy goons with him. He ain't got no Brooklyn goons with him. All his goons left him. They say, yo, Bobby, you dancing zesty on stage. You're running around Brooklyn in booty shorts. We can't roll with you no more. We can't roll with you no more. We gotta go another place. We gotta go another route. We can't roll with you no more. So ultimately, that's what led to him getting shoe prints on his back in Minnesota. It happens. What is he holding in his hand? What is that? What is he holding? Bobby, you came a long way from toting ratchets to trying to hold off the white goons holding off. What is that in his hand? Oh my goodness, they putting shoe prints on his back. What happened? What happened, Bobby? How did we get here, Bobby? Can we have just a quick little coming to Jesus meeting real quick? How did we get here? How did we get from hot nigga to Bobby B to computers to ultimately him doing a stint in jail to ultimately him getting shoe prints put on his back in Minnesota? How did we get here? These are like unsung stories. Remember that series Unsung? This is like an unsung story right now. I could just imagine Bobby sitting in an unsung interview talking about where his career went. Like, how did we get here? Remember, people forget. Bobby had a number-1 record. Hot nigga was number-1 in the country. Because people forget about how hot Bobby Shmurda was. Bobby Shmurda wasn't just some nigga with just some just a record that nobody cared about, or it just came and went. He had the #1 record in the country. He had the #1 record in the country. The song peaked at #6 on the Hot. Okay, I thought it was #1 for some reason. I thought it was #1. I mean, listen, #6 is still high. That's still a top 10 record. Yeah, that's still a top 10 record. He was one of the hottest niggas in Brooklyn, hottest niggas in the game. I could have sworn this record went #1. Are y'all sure it went #6? Hold on, I could have sworn this record went #1. Okay, it went #6. I thought it went #1, but I mean, still going #6 is still crazy. Whatever, however you splice it, going #6, you had a top 10 record. You had one of the biggest records in the country. You were the hottest nigga in New York. Everybody was talking about your music. Everybody was talking about you. How do we go from that to you getting shoe prints put on your back in Minnesota? How did we get here? How does it happen? How does it happen? I just need to know, how does it happen? I mean, is it just poor money management? Is it just running around with the wrong crowd? How does it happen? I mean, he's got to be in the top 5 in terms of fall off. Respectfully, no disrespect to him, but he has to be in the top, because I can't say that he had a better career than Fetty Wap, because a lot of people like to say Fetty Wap had a big fall off. I think Bobby Shmurda's fall off was way worse, because he never really got to touch the money. He had a hot record, and at the peak of his hot record, he went to jail. I mean, Fetty Wap had a whole run. He had 3 #1 records. He had platinum albums. He done smashed every bad chick. He done toured around the world. And then when it came to his second album, nobody really cared, and he kind of fizzled out. But he got to see the money. He got to see the success. And yeah, things went south. He ultimately went to jail, started selling drugs. But he still got to reap the rewards of his hard work. Bobby Shmurda never really got to reap the rewards. He went to jail at the peak of his career. So, like, I can't really say that he had a better career than Fetty Wap. I mean, I can't even think of a person. I mean, I can't think of a fall off harder than his. Can y'all tell me who had a harder fall? I'm not trying to disrespect Bobby, but I'm just saying, I'm just calling it how it is, because I can't think of a rapper who had a harder fall off, who had a #6 record, hottest nigga, hottest dude in New York, went to jail at the peak of his career. Maybe Shine. You could probably compare him to Shine. Because Shine went to jail at the peak of his career. So you could probably say Shine, probably put him in the same boat as Shine. But I mean, that's crazy. But let's continue with this. They putting hands and feet on him, man. This looks like a shellacking. Hold on. Man. Yeah, that's a universal beatdown. If you don't know what that looks like, a universal beatdown. When you got multiple people on top of you, putting hands and feet, putting shoe prints on your back, that's a universal beatdown. Yeah, I can't even play no more of that. Listen, Bobby, and I saw he got his chain back. Did he get his chain back? He got his chain back. Listen, man. Let me see. He got his chain back. Is this him?
My asshole been open more than this been ever in my life.
Hold on. Where's Bobby at? I saw he had his chain back. Where's Bobby at? My man Bobby. He caught his beat down and he got his chain back. I saw. Is this him right here?
It's Lord Uzi Vert. Ain't no one rocking with him.
I say him. Where Bobby at? I saw he had his chain back. Let me see. Yeah, I saw he got his chain back. Or maybe it was insured. Here you go. Bobby Shmurda.
Hey, Dave, I need my chain fixed. Dave, I need to fix my shit. Come fix my chain when you can, you heard? Southside. Lit mob. You dig? Lit mob.
I'm guessing because I saw he got his chain snatched. So I guess he had it insured. Listen, Bobby. Let me say this. Let me give Bobby some advice on what I think he should do. I think Bobby should listen. Get back with the gang, man. Get back with Rowdy and start popping that BS ish, man. You need your crew back, man. You was never getting pressed by niggas in Minnesota when you was running around with Rowdy. You started dancing zesty on stage and wearing booty shorts. And you know, niggas in Minnesota started thinking that you was sweet. As soon as Bobby switched up his style, that's when niggas started pressing him. It feels like in my book. Because when he was popping that computers and hot nigga stuff, he wasn't getting pressed like that. He wasn't getting pressed like that. So I think he need to get the gang back together. Get Rowdy back together. Maybe you get a couple of the guys from Brooklyn and start getting back on your Brooklyn BS. But I think, Bobby, listen, I mean, for a dude like Bobby, I mean, like I don't even know what to say because I would like to know what's a career look like for Bobby, because I could look at other artists and say, okay, this is what a career looks like for Bobby, because at the end of the day, and don't get me wrong, he could perform hot nigga for the rest of his life. I mean, that's fine, but Bobby's not a legacy artist. Bobby's not an artist that we're gonna he's not gonna be able to do big tours, or he only has one song, really. Well, maybe like two or three songs. Like, what does a career look like for Bobby? I've wondered that for one hit wonder rappers. What do they do? How do they eat? I mean, yeah, you could do some club appearances. You could pop out, maybe do a few strip clubs here or there, do this, that, and the third, try to make ends meet. But what does a career look like when you're just a one-hit wonder? You got to go on stage every night and perform that one song. You got to perform that one hot nigga every night. Every Thursday night at the strip club, hot nigga. Every Saturday at the after-hour spots, hot nigga. Maybe Meek call you up to come on stage at the Brooklyn show. Hot nigga. Every show, hot nigga. It's gotta be like, torture to perform that same song every damn night, because that's the only song they know you for. It's gotta be torture. And I've wondered, how do one-hit wonders survive in this game where they know you for only one song? And I'm not saying, I'm not trying to clown Bobby, because I'm looking at, he eating. He got his chains on. He got his little coat on. Like he eating. I'm not saying he not eating. I'm not saying he not getting money. But I always wondered that with one hit wonder rappers. That's all you like. Bobby's never gonna be on no world tour. Bobby's never gonna be some legacy act where we're gonna want to hear from him 10 years from now. He's going to have to perform that one song for the rest of his life. And that's got to be kind of torture. But, it is what it is. But, in terms of Bobby catching a universal beatdown, it is what it is. I don't think nobody should clown him for catching a universal beatdown. Niggas put hands and feet on him, shoe prints on his back, foot up his ass, took his chain, took his watch. He a Brooklyn nigga. He gonna be all right. He gonna be all right, man. He gonna be all right. He a Brooklyn nigga. He a Brooklyn. He gonna be all right. He'll figure something out, man. Let's go to the next topic in terms of this. So yeah, that's all I got to say about Bobby. I think Bobby he'll be all right in terms of that. In terms of that universal beatdown, I think he'll be all right. I wanted to talk about this. right? I want to talk about this. Nas, Light Years, and 21 Savage. I want to talk about this. Nas, Light Years, and 21 Savage, right? These two albums. These two albums that came out last Friday. And I have something to say. I have something to say about these two albums that came out. 21 Savage put out his album, and Nas put out his album. Let me put both of these brothers on the screen real quick, or one of these brothers and the African brother. And I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. Nobody's saying it. Nobody's running around saying it. Nobody's, putting it out there. Nobody's, I don't hear outlets saying it. Nas' album is better than 21 Savage album. Nobody is talking about 21 Savage's album like that. People are only talking about the song he has with Drake. People keep talking about the song he has with Drake. And let's be honest, Drake is the biggest artist on the planet. He's the biggest artist in hip hop. He's the biggest artist on the planet. Any song that people have with Drake is gonna go. Nobody's talking about this 21 Savage album. All I hear is people talking about this Nas album, whether you like it, whether you love it, whether you hate it. That's all people are talking about is the Nas album. Nobody's talking about how great 21 Savage is or how great that album was. Nobody cares. People are more invested in the Light Years album. I'm seeing think pieces and people talking about how much they love it, how much they hate it. I'm not seeing people having long discussions and long form discussions when they're talking about this 21 Savage album. Nobody's talking about it at all. And I'm asking y'all in here, is anybody talking about it? Is anybody talking about the 21 Savage album? Is anybody has it on there? I'm not saying people aren't listening. That's a different discussion. I'm not saying people aren't listening. People are listening. But are people talking about it? Are people talking about how great it is or how bad it is, how it could have been better, how it could have been worse? I'm hearing people talk about Nas album every time I'm logging on the internet, whether it's on the Twitter, whether it's on YouTube. All I see is people talking about the Nas album. I don't hear long form discussions, or maybe it's just the quality. Maybe just the quality of 21 Savage's music doesn't require long form discussions. And Nas is just a more eloquent MC, which I believe to be true. But nobody's talking about nothing about this 21 Savage album. The man put out a whole album. Nobody's talking about it. John says the album is trash. Fire, 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 he said, not me. He said it. He said the album is bukaka. He said the album is doodoo. He said the album is basura. He said it, not me. There's a few tracks on there. But what I'm saying is, in terms of what I'm seeing on the internet, what I'm looking at on the internet, I'm looking at Twitter and I'm looking at YouTube. On YouTube, I see video after video after video of people talking about Nas's album, whether they like it, whether they hate it, whether they're talking about the lyrics, they're talking about the production, they're talking about now how Nas is great, they're talking about they're critiquing DJ Premier's production, they're talking about the song titles, they're talking about everything. The writing, the topics. Nobody's having long form discussion about, maybe because the music is just so, just so bleak, and there's really nothing there. There's nothing of deeper value. There's nothing of deeper, substance to talk about on these 21 Savage albums. Maybe that's why. But I thought that was interesting. I just want to put that out there. Is Nas's album just better than 21 Savage's album? Because nobody's talking about it. I don't hear no one having long form discussions about 21 Savage's album. They're only talking about this Drake song, Mr. Recoup. That's all I'm hearing about. Drake on Mr. Recoup. Drake. And Drake is always in the news cycle. He's always in the algorithms. But nobody's talking about this 21 Savage album. So I just want to put that out there. I just want to know how you guys are feeling. And have you heard either one of these albums? Did you listen to Light Years? Did you listen to What Happened to the Streets? Did you enjoy them? Did you like them? Just let me know. Let me know in the comment section. I'm probably gonna separate this video and clip it. And just let me know how you guys feel. What album did you like better? I liked the Light Years album. I ran through the 21 Savage album. There was some joints on there that I liked, but ultimately I like the Nas album better. But I am a Nas fan, so it's a little bit, it's a little bit biased there. But it is what it is. But let me know what you guys think in terms of that. Let's get to the next topic. I don't know if you guys saw this. Actually, we'll get into that later. Let's get into Funk Master Flex. Funk Master Flex, what's good with Funk Master Flex? Funk Master Flex, are you turning into Tasha K? Funk Master Flex is turning into Tasha K. So Funk Master Flex, well, we played the video with him. Talking about Drake, but he was on there chatting, bro. He was on there chatting. Talking about, hold on, let me see something. There we go. He was on there chatting, talking about Kimora Lee sleeping with the baby and all that. And, he was doing a lot of chatting on that radio. I mean, listen, this is Flex's first day. If you don't know, it was his first day on radio in the morning. And he was on some Tasha K stuff, man. Let me see. Let me go to Funk Master Flex page. Funk Flex. He was doing a lot of chatting, man. I was like, yo, is this nigga trying to be the new Tasha K? Flex, we don't want you to be the new Tasha K, man. I know you're doing the morning show. You're trying to do your T segment, but we don't want you to be Tasha K, family. Yeah, Ebro. Flex in the morning. He's doing the morning show. Hold on, let me see if I can get the audio on here. Yeah, he's doing the morning show. And he was doing a lot of chatting. He threw the baby underneath the bus, talking about the baby sleeping with Kimora Lee Simmons. He tapping that, he smacking that, and the baby had to make a video and address that, because it's like, yo, you doing a lot. Like, Funk Flex, are you Tasha K? What's going on with you, family?
Hey, I just seen my face and my name attached to some shit. Watch all them niggas. Out of respect for the woman, you know what I'm saying, who goddamn they speaking on, I felt the need to come clear that shit up. That shit is 1,000% false. OG, I don't know what the hell you got going on, or what even made you goddamn feel comfortable enough to goddamn throw my name out there so loosely like that. But that shit ain't true. I'm looking forward to seeing you clear that up. I'm disappointed. I'm looking forward to you clearing that up, Flex. But hell yeah, that ain't true at all. I ain't got no tea, no none of that for nobody right now. I ain't got nothing but good music. Just thought I'd clear that up. Happy holiday. What you know about?
Yeah, so Funk Master Flex, he was on the radio wilding out. He was getting his Tasha K Flex on. This one smashing this one and this one. He been having an affair with this. I was like, what's going on with this old nigga?
She's a bird. Continue the story.
Now, Flex, you know you can't say that.
What's her name?
This Kimora Lee Simmons.
Russell's all white, right?
Back to the family, but back to the family.
And the baby was beating that. Go ahead.
Listen. This is Flex. This is Flex's first show in the morning. He was wilding out, bro. He was wilding out. Flex, niggas don't want to hear you dropping bombs in the morning. Dropping all this tea and bombs. Old nigga was wilding. Why the old nigga wilding like that? Why he throwing he throwing Kimora Lee Simmons underneath the bus? He ain't fact checking. He gotta chill, man. Niggas at Hot 97 losing their jobs left and right, man. This ain't the time to be throwing people underneath the bus and making false rumors and stuff like that. That's kind of crazy, Flex. I was surprised Flex did that.
Finish the story.
Say word.
Finish the story.
That is not nice.
Now, what does she need?
Back in the Fab Lane, her reality show is out. We get to see Kimora.
Yeah, he tripping. He on some Tasha K type stuff, man. Flex, don't turn into no Tasha K on the mornings, man. It hit like, listen, when you do that at night, it hit differently. You gotta think, a lot of women be up in the morning and they don't want to hear no old nigga giving all this tea. You gotta let the women do the tea in the morning. Got a lot of women, you know, a lot of women, they going through trauma. They heading to work. They heading to their dead-end job. They on their morning commute to their job. They don't want to hear no old nigga laughing at a woman being treated like a tree. Flex, you got to remember, man, this is not the nighttime. This is not the night shift. You could get that off on the night shift. You can't get that off in the mornings, man. I don't know. You can't get that off in the mornings, in my opinion. But let me know what y'all think of that. And let me talk about this. Last story of the night. Trump, what does he say? Declare. He made a declaration, declares fentanyl, weapon of mass destruction. Yeah, Trump designates street fentanyl as weapon of mass destruction. Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see it? Actually, let me get the video. Let me get the video of it. It's probably on Fox News. Let me see something. Probably on Fox News. Let me put Trump up on the screen. Trump. Fox. Let me see. It's probably on Fox News. Let me see something. Probably got the meeting up there. No? Hold on. Declares fentanyl weapon of mass destruction. I spelled fentanyl wrong, but there we go. Let's play this.
Today, I'm taking one more step to protect Americans from the scourge of deadly fentanyl flooding into our country. With this historic executive order I will sign today, we're formally classifying fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction, which is what...
I'm not necessarily mad at that. I'm not necessarily mad at that. A lot of people have lost their lives. A lot of people have overdosed off of fentanyl, to be honest with you. I mean, I've seen videos where cops like lose feeling in their bodies because, you know, people are selling fentanyl and they have it in their trunks, they're selling it. And I've seen like cops, let me see. I remember that one video. Actually, let me not play that. Because that might be a little sensitive. But yeah, I mean, listen, man, we've lost some great people. You know, I heard DMX lost his life to fentanyl. I think Michael K. Williams. I'm not necessarily mad at us, you know, putting that on that. But what about these pharmacies? What about these big pharmas that use fentanyl? I mean, are we designating that they're carrying weapons? Because listen, fentanyl is still used in pharmacies. They're still using them they're still using the medical facilities. You know. So are we just saying because of people who have this thing? Let me see if I can find that video. Who have that drug that they're carrying weapons of mass destruction? Are we just waging war on the cartels? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at waging war on the cartels if they're trying to, you know, bring these types of things into our communities and hurt our people. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at you know, policing them, getting them out of here. Actually, let me not play that. Like I said, let me not play that video. But let me know what you guys think of that. Trump declares that fentanyl is a weapon of mass destruction. Have you heard about it? Have you heard about it? And ultimately, listen, this is Trump's first year in office. A lot of people forget that. This is Trump's first year in office. And we're coming up on the his first year as president in terms of his presidency. I want to know, because we did a lot of shows talking about Trump. We did a lot of shows reflecting on Trump. We talked about we did a lot of shows on election season. This is Trump's first year it's his second term, and this is his first year as president. What would you overall grade Trump's performance as president in his first year? Now, listen, people are going to talk about his failures. People are going to talk about his insecurities. People are going to talk about the Epstein files. A lot of things to talk about. But we also have to reflect on some of the good things that he's done. I mean, I think declaring a state of emergency at the border, I think that was good business. That was good business, in my opinion. It needed to happen. Someone needed to do it. Someone needed the balls to do it. Someone needed to finally declare a state of emergency at the border. It needed to happen. So there's been some good things. But of course he's had some failures. And I just want to know from you guys, what would you ultimately grade Trump's first year? How would you grade it? Favorable, unfavorable? Would you give him a 1 out of a 10? Would you give him a 10 out of a 10? Would you give him a 7? Would you give him a 6? I want to know. I'm going to reserve my rating. I want to hear what you guys have to say in terms of that. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in this video comments section if I clip this. I want to know your overall grade. What would you grade him? I want to know about the ballroom. Do you think the ballroom? Let me actually pull that up. Trump's ballroom. How do y'all feel about that? I forgot about the ballroom. Listen. There was a lot of Trump supporters in my videos, man. There was a lot of Trump supporters. A lot of Trump supporters came through the platform and they talked about how they were voting for Trump. I want to know. I mean, a lot of y'all didn't think he was going to demolish a sector of the White House and make a damn ballroom. A lot of y'all never saw that coming. A lot of y'all never thought that he was going to be, implemented in the Epstein files. We're not going to go deep into that, but a lot of y'all didn't think he was that deep in there. Y'all thought he was probably at a party or something like that, and that was it. Now there's pictures and things of that nature. You got the ballroom. I want to know what grade you give him, especially you Trump supporters. I want to know the grade. We're coming up on a few more days of his first year as president, and I want to know the ultimate grade that you would have gave him. What do you feel? What do you feel like he was doing a great job? I think the ballroom was just a kind of a slap in the face. I mean, really? A ballroom? A ballroom? People are losing their SNAP benefits, they're losing their governmental assistance, and you're making a damn ballroom? Shame on this man. But I can't even get really mad at him because the people paid for it. It is what it is. I'm not mad at Trump. The people wanted it. So they got the Trump ballroom, right? But with that being said, listen, y'all. Thank y'all for turning out. Salute to everybody in the chat. We're gonna do more live streams. We're gonna do more talks. We're gonna do more content. We're gonna do more videos. We're gonna be up on it. There's gonna be more things coming, guys. We're gonna be doing more. All right, we're gonna be doing more. We're gonna be doing more live streams during the week. So tune in. We're gonna have a lot more topics. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody that's tuned in right now. If you're tuned in right now, salute to you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Y'all stay blessed. We are